Hello, my fellow mystery addicts. This time, we are going to look into one of the most eerie deaths during the recent era. Now, this week's case involves a young lady, Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam was a Canadian student in the British Columbia University, Vancouver. We shall be doing an extensive research on this case and will be bringing you a video every week with new facts, explanations, and our thoughts on this case. With that, let's get into it. Well, the circumstances around the time when her death occurred seem to be very peculiar, thus earning this case a very mysterious reputation and making it somewhat viral. So let us get into the story, shall we? This case takes place in the Cecil Hotel situated in downtown Los Angeles. Elisa's body was recovered atop the same hotel rooftop tanker. Seems creepy, doesn't it? Well, that's not the only creepy thing you'll be hearing throughout. There's more, a lot more. Her disappearance had been widely reported. This disappearance really worked a fire when the Los Angeles Police Department released video of the last time she was known to have been seen. Well, it looked like that on the day of her disappearance, Lam was seen exiting and re-entering the elevator. Strange, huh? Who does that? Was she waiting for someone? She was talking outside and gesturing in the hallway outside and sometimes seeming to hide within the elevator, which itself appears to be malfunctioning. No wonder it would malfunction, she'd press every button that there was. The circumstances of Lam's death, when she was found, also raised questions, especially in the light of the Cecil's history in relation to other notable deaths and murders. After being reported missing at the beginning of the month, maintenance workers at the hotel discovered her body when investigating guest complaints of the problems with water supply. Her body was naked, with most of her clothes and personal effects floating in the water near her. Before we dive too deep in this case, let us know a bit more about Elisa Lam. Lam, the daughter of immigrants from Hong Kong who opened a restaurant in the Vancouver suburb of the Burnaby. Lam also had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression. For those of you who are not familiar with the term bipolar disorder, well, it's a term used for mood swings ranging from depressive to maniacal. It's a chronic disease and may last for a lifetime. Let's get back into Elisa's history now. Well, where were we? Yes, apparently in the mid-2010, she began a blog named Etherfields on Blogspot. Over the next 2 years, she posted pictures of models in fashionable clothing and accounts of her life, particularly her struggle with her disorder. A little over 2 years after Lam had started blogging, she announced she would be abandoning the blog for one, and she had started on Tumblr in March 2011. While traveling, Lam kept in touch with her parents back in British Columbia daily. On January 31st, 2013, the day she was scheduled to check out of the Cecil and leave for the Santa Cruz, they did not hear from her and called her the Los Angeles Police. The family flew to Los Angeles to help with the search. Hotel staff who saw her that day said she was alone. Outside the hotel, Katie Orphan, manager of a nearby bookstore, was the only person who recalled seeing Lam that day. Katie recalls Lam was a very lively and cheerful person. Police searched the hotel to the extent that they legally could, but it got no good. They searched Lam's room and had dogs go through the building, including the rooftop, looking unsuccessfully for her scent.
Hello folks, let's talk a little about the video which went viral and brought more attention to the disappearance and death. 2.5 minute clip, the camera at one of the elevator cab's rear corners looks down from the ceiling, offering a view not just of its interior but the hallway outside. At the start, Lam enters clad in a red zippered hooded sweatshirt over a grey t-shirt, with black shorts and sandals. She enters from the left and goes to the control panel, appears to select several floors and then steps back to the corner. After a few seconds, during which the door fails to close, she steps up to it, leans forward so her head is through the door, looks in both directions, and then quickly steps back in, backing up to the wall and then into the corner near the control panel. The door remains open. She walks to it again and stands in the doorway, leaning on the side. Suddenly, she steps out into the hall, then to her side, back in, looking to the side, then back out. She then steps sideways again, and for a few seconds she is mostly invisible behind the wall. She has a black tube just outside. The door remains open. Her right arm can be seen going up to her head, and then she turns to re-enter the cab, putting both hands on the side of the door as she does. She goes to the control panel, presses many more buttons, saying more than once, and then returns to the wall she had come into the elevator from, putting both hands over her ears again briefly as she walks back to the section of wall she had been standing against before. The door remains open. She turns to her right and begins rubbing her forearms together, then waves her hands out to the sides with palms flat and fingers outstretched, while bowing forward slightly and rocking gently. This can be seen through the door, which remains open. After she backs to the wall again and walks away to the left, it finally closes. Whew! I sure did break a sweat there, talking out and gathering all this information. Well guys, I hope I have provided with you enough insight about this case so as to even you all can give out your opinions and ideas regarding the mysterious happenings around Elisa's death. Write down your suggestions and opinions in the comments box below, and do hit that like button if you like this video, and subscribe for sure. It would help us all out a lot, and we continue bringing better content to you all. Till then, a good day to everyone. Enjoy your week and stay tuned as we bring you more and more theories on this month's case. Thank you.